I'm Lightbrite. I am the wife of an injured worker. My husband got injured on March 20th, 2003. He was a faller, and he fell a tree, and it kind of hit him smack on the side of the head, which did quite a bit of damage. Anyways, they sent him to Calgary, and they did reconstructive surgery, and they put him back together, and thus starts our journey with WCB. What day is it now? It is January 3rd, 2009, and we are still dealing with WCB. Still. I don't know what to tell you about our case. It's probably coincidental and runs along the lines of mostly everybody that has been on WCB. It's not very much fun. You're treated as a derelict. They really don't treat you very nice when you talk to them. There's a lot of humility and just all over bad treatment. But I do have one thing that I've done since my husband was injured. I bought one of these, which is, just a $20 tape recorder. It's up to the phone. As you know, every time you make a phone call or you hear from WCB, they probably have you taped also. Everything that you say to them is probably on tape. So, I'll tell you a little bit of one thing. I was watching the Christina Forbes chapters, and in there she noticed, as well as I had noticed, is the amount of paper that is wasted by WCB. I guess, they got a lot of money to waste, so believe me, they waste it. I've got piles and piles and piles of files. When my husband got injured, he was making $5,000 a month, and that was established. I have that right here. It says that when you were injured, you were employed on a full-time basis. In accordance with Section 33 of the Workers' Compensation Act, I have based your rate on the earnings at the time of your injury. At that time, you earned $5,045.40 per month. Okay, so this is what they gave us. They gave us $774 a week. So that's what? Close to $1,500 every 2 weeks, $3,000 a month. So you're down $2,000 right there. This was just for the first 10 weeks. After 10 weeks, they give you a letter saying, let's see, right here, under Section 33 of the Workers' Compensation Act, if you have received wage loss benefits for 10 weeks, the board is required to review the wage rate on your claim at that time. I am required to make adjustments based on your earnings and your personal income tax. So this is where they have been paying you 90% of your gross wage. At that time, they were paying us, what did I say, $774.03. Now they want this one out already, April 28th. You see that? Let's see, this one is April 2nd, 03. 4 weeks later, April 28th. They wanted, this is what you have to send to them. You have to submit proof of earnings. So that means paycheck stubs, a letter from your employer outlining your total gross earnings, including holiday pay and dates worked, T4 slips, separation records, certified copy of income tax returns, and or a letter from the Canadian Customs and Revenue Agencies. If you request the information from CCRA, please indicate that you require your total employment earnings from your tax return. If during the 12 months prior to your injury, they have exceptions to be made anyways. I think after that rate, I think they had decided that they were going to pay us, let's see, average earnings referral worksheet. This is one of their worksheets, but I don't understand how they actually came to be on all this stuff. I would really like it if somebody would, who knows the financial aspects of WCB, if they could actually come forward and put this out there for everybody, because it is a really, really big deal. Right now, where we stand in 2009, our file is sitting in Disability Awards Department with all the calculations that they have to do, and as Christina Forbes mentioned, on one of the sums of money that their family had received from WCB, they took a huge amount of recoveries from it. They've taken recoveries from our chunks of money that they sent us too, and I have no idea what that was for. Recoveries for what? Like, I didn't want to pay anybody, and like and they don't even break it down. All they say on there is, we're going to pay you this much, and then if you look down a little farther, then it goes, there's a little line that says recoveries, and then usually it's a pretty big figure there. Okay, now as we were talking about the beginning of the case and what he's going to do here and do that, what did he do? Here is our long-term rate calculated. Following your review of the inquiries, please advise. Note, this rate has now been set in AWL. AWL. I guess that would be determined by WCB. What AWL is that another abbreviation? Obviously it is. Okay, so explanation of calculation. This is what they say. 12 months prior, DOI earnings were input into INET to obtain the long-term wage rate using the tax credit information supplied by the worker in accordance with Section 29 and 33(9) of the Act and Practice Directive 33.7. Anybody actually know what that means? I did at one time, but I have no idea now. Gross weekly rate. $999.48 is what my husband brought home. So, 90% net weekly rate. Effective date of rate, May 30th, 2003, based on a 5-day work week. I don't see where they're going to pay us. Net daily rate. 100% net weekly rate. Tax deducted federal EI. So it was $664 a week, so that's $1,200 every 2 weeks. Yes, well, it's not really what they paid us, but here it says $664.34 a week. So that would be what? $1,300 every 2 weeks. So that's $2,600. But my bank, or our bank that they deposit the checks in, or the ones that we actually, I have some stubs here which I won't actually show them on file because I don't need certain important numbers getting out. But here's one that we get: regular payments per month now, because now this is January 3rd, 2009. But this was a payment that we got in 2008, and I think this was February 29th, 2008, $1,205.16 a month. That's what they're paying us a month. But the guy in Disability Awards Department, he wants to know what the hell I'm spending all our money on if I can actually make the bills get paid. Hello? That doesn't surprise me, coming from where it was coming from, but I still don't have. We still have our house. Lord knows I have no idea, but I'm gonna have to say goodbye for this one. Chapter 1, Worksafe BC, our story. This is Lightbrite, and the next one will be entitled Lightbrite Chapter 2. So thank you for watching Lightbrite's Logic Chapter 1, and please turn in for Chapter 2. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.